Hey guys, I'm Nisa Homey. Today I'm sharing a highly nutritious, protein-rich sandwich recipe, ideal as a healthy meal for breakfast, lunch or for dinner in your weight loss journey. So let's get started with the recipe. To make the sandwich filling, into a bowl I'm adding in 1 finely chopped green chili and half of an onion finely chopped, 1/3 teaspoon freshly ground black pepper powder or as needed, 3 tablespoons sattu, also known as roasted gram dal. Sattu is a rich source of protein and fiber. 1/4 teaspoon ajwain, also known as carom seeds. I'm crushing the carom seeds and adding it so that the flavors are released. Ajwain helps with digestion along with giving a nice flavor to the sandwich. A fat pinch of turmeric powder, 1/3 teaspoon amchur powder, also known as dry mango powder, half teaspoon red chili flakes, this is entirely optional, some fresh chopped coriander leaves. To make it more nutrient rich, I'm adding in some moringa leaves. Moringa is also known as nature's multivitamin, hence I always try to include them in my recipes. However, if you don't have fresh moringa leaves at hand, you can use half teaspoon moringa powder instead. Tearing the moringa leaves roughly and adding it in. I'm squeezing in half of a lemon, pink Himalayan salt as needed, and with a spoon I'm mixing all this really well. I'm using 2 slices of my homemade bread to make this sandwich. I'm spreading little bit of A2 desi ghee. If you're a vegan, you can use any wood pressed oil of your choice. Wood pressed groundnut oil is an excellent option. Place the sandwich filling on the bread slice. With this sandwich filling, you can make 2 sandwiches. Leftover sandwich filling can be stored in the refrigerator and it will stay good for a couple of days. Cover it with the other slice. Lightly press it down. You can toast it on a tawa or you can toast it on a sandwich maker which can be kept over the gas stove or even a sandwich maker. Today I'm using a sandwich maker to toast the sandwich. Once the sandwich is done, I like to slice the sandwich before serving. And my super healthy sattu sandwich is ready to serve. You can enjoy this with the green chutney of your choice. I've already shared a healthy green chutney recipe. Links will be updated below this video. Please do check it out. So guys, do try this healthy sandwich recipe and let me know how it turned out. Today I'm sharing a protein-rich vegetarian sandwich recipe, ideal as a filling meal to include in your weight loss journey. This healthy and nutrient-dense veg sandwich can be had as a meal for breakfast or as a meal for dinner in your weight loss diet. So let's get started with the recipe. To make high protein sandwich, first I'm making a green chutney, and for that into my small chutney grinder I'm adding in a small piece of ginger. I'm just roughly slicing the ginger and adding in a handful of shallots for that extra iron and folate. Shallots is also a rich source of antioxidants, hence I prefer to use them in my recipes. However, you can totally omit it if you don't prefer to use them, or you can use 1/4 of an onion instead. 1 green chili you can increase or decrease as per your taste. 1 cup of fresh coriander leaves. I've also taken the stalks of the coriander leaves. Add the roughly chopped coriander leaves into the chutney grinder. Half teaspoon roasted jeera powder, also known as cumin powder. Half teaspoon amchur powder, also known as dry mango powder. 1/4 teaspoon chaat masala, this is entirely optional. Pink Himalayan salt as needed. Squeeze in half a lemon. Handful of roasted peanuts, this is entirely optional. And now I'm going to blend this really well. And my protein rich green chutney is nicely ground. I've transferred it into a container. Now the best thing about this green chutney is that you can make ahead and store this in an airtight glass container and it will stay good in the refrigerator for a couple of days. To make the high protein filling for this sandwich, I have taken 3 tablespoons of boiled green gram, also known as green moong dal. So into a plate I am adding in 3 tablespoons of boiled green gram. The green moong dal has been boiled with some salt, so add salt accordingly. 1/4 teaspoon amchur powder, also known as dry mango powder. A fat pinch of freshly ground black pepper powder. Half of a tomato finely chopped. Pink Himalayan salt as needed. And with a fork I am mixing all this really well. I am mashing the boiled moong dal into the tomato. Okay, now the moong dal and the tomato are roughly mashed. Add in 1/4 of an onion finely chopped, 1/4 of a carrot grated, 1/4 or about 2 tablespoons capsicum finely chopped, 2 teaspoons of the green chutney mix which we had already made and kept aside. And with a fork I'm mixing all this really well. And my high protein vegetable sandwich mix is ready. The best thing about this sandwich mix is that you can make ahead this and store it in an airtight glass container, and it will stay good in the refrigerator for a couple of days. So an ideal way to meal prep for your busy mornings. Spread green chutney on the bread slice. Place the filling on top. Spread some green chutney on the other slice as well. Cover. I'm heating my cast iron tawa and I'm adding in about a teaspoon of wood pressed groundnut oil. Instead of wood pressed groundnut oil, you can use A2 Desi ghee or any locally sourced wood pressed oils of your choice. With a spatula, lightly spread out the oil. Sprinkle some sesame seeds. Place the sandwich on top. And then place something like a heavy skillet on top. Now this will help to make the sandwich press together and also helps to make the outer portion of the sandwich crispy. Drizzle wood pressed groundnut oil on top. Sprinkle some sesame seeds. Lightly press down the sesame seeds with the spatula and carefully flip it over. Place the heavy skillet on top and allow that side to get toasted. Once done, remove the skillet and serve to a plate. And my super healthy protein rich vegetable sandwich is ready to serve. You can enjoy this as a filling breakfast or as a dinner. So guys, do try this recipe and let me know how it turned out. Today I'm sharing a high protein vegetarian sandwich recipe ideal to include in your weight loss journey. I'm heating my heavy bottomed kadai with the 2 teaspoons wood pressed groundnut oil, also known as peanut oil. Once the oil is heated, I'm adding in half teaspoon jeera, also known as cumin seeds. Once the jeera splutter, reduce the flame to the lowest. Add in 1 medium-sized onion finely chopped, 1 green chilli chopped or as needed. Give it a good stir. Allow the onions to turn transparent or light pink in color. Once the onion is transparent, I'm grating in a small piece of ginger and give it a good stir. If you add grated ginger towards the beginning, the ginger will stick to the pan. It's always ideal to add grated ginger or ginger paste after the onions are transparent. Next, I'm adding in 1 medium-sized carrot grated, 1 tomato chopped, pink Himalayan salt as needed, half teaspoon turmeric powder, half teaspoon Kashmiri chili powder or as needed, 1/4 teaspoon freshly ground black pepper powder or as needed. And I'm giving this all a good mix. Add in a splash of water, cover and let it cook for a couple of minutes. Couple of minutes later, open the lid, give it a good stir. Into this I'm adding in 3 tablespoons sattu. Sattu is made from roasted Bengal gram. It is high in fiber and protein. It's highly nutritious and it's one of the best source of protein. Give it a good stir. Once nicely mixed, turn off the flame. To make this more nutrient rich, I'm adding in some fresh moringa leaves. Now if you don't have moringa leaves at hand, you can use any green leafy vegetable of your choice. You can also use coriander leaves in this recipe. I'm roughly tearing the moringa leaves and adding in and give it a good stir. The moringa leaves will wilt with the residue heat of the pan. Cover and allow it to rest for a couple of minutes. Couple of minutes later, open the lid, squeeze in half a lemon and give it a good mix. At this stage, you can check salt. If you feel you need more salt, you can add in. And my high protein sattu sandwich filling is ready. With this filling, you can make 3 sandwiches. To make the sandwich, I'm using 2 bread slices and I'm spreading the sandwich filling over the bread slice. Spread the filling with a spoon all over the bread slice. Cover it with the other slice. Once the sandwich is done, I like to slice it just before serving. And my protein rich sandwich is ready to serve. So guys, do try this healthy high protein sandwich recipe and let me know how it turned out.